Today's episode is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Andersen offers you a better way to a better window. Go to rbacentralpadeals.com for this month's specials. Workplace fatalities rose about 30% across 14 counties over the past year. Meanwhile, a senator has introduced a bill that seeks to keep giving students free meals. Work on revitalizing a wetland has begun at a Philadelphia park. Plus, a 20-foot sunflower grows in Dauphin County. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Over the past year, workplace fatalities have gone up by about 30% across 14 counties, reports PennLive. During their annual Safe and Sound Week, in which over 50 Pennsylvania-based businesses attended, U.S. Occupational Safety and Health Administration officials stated that most of these deaths were preventable. These officials called on employers to, quote, fulfill their legal responsibility to maintain a workplace, both at facilities and remote locations, free from recognized hazards. The universal meal deal that gives free meals to students in Pennsylvania is set to expire this upcoming school year, reports Pittsburgh's Action News 4. In order to keep these meals free, State Senator Lindsey Williams has introduced legislation that'll extend the program into this school year in order to help families that are struggling financially. Says Williams, quote, this is just one more thing that we shouldn't be putting on top of them, and this should be going forward. The status of this legislation remains pending. There's actually a wetland at FDR Park in South Philadelphia, states Philly Voice. But with continuous flooding, low-lying land, and a bunch of overgrowth, this wetland is virtually inaccessible and uninhabitable. A new $30 million project from the city's aviation division, however, would like to change all that. As part of the city's general FDR Park plan to revitalize nature in the city's parks, this project aims to create a better habitat for wildlife by redesigning the park and making it easier for people to visit. This includes rebuilding the wetland's riverbank areas, reducing flooding, and expanding habitats for animals and plants. It'll also reintroduce several ecosystems into the area that haven't been able to be sustained since 1914. This initial construction will take about 18 months to complete, although some aspects of the general plan won't get finished until 2026. Sunflowers typically grow between 3 to 15 feet tall, says ABC 27. Given that, this one in Dauphin County is certainly the tallest in its class. Harrisburg resident John Abbott's backyard is home to a sunflower that has grown to the impressive height of about 20 feet tall. John has several other sunflowers that have only grown to about 8 feet, telling ABC 27 in an email, quote, I have never had one grow that big. That wraps up today's episode. For even more Pennsylvania news and otherwise, drop by PennLive.com. And please don't forget to rate this podcast on either Apple or Amazon and to share us with family and friends. Thanks ahead of time. And as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another round of Today in PA. Today's episode is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Renewal by Andersen offers you a better way to a better window. Go to rbacentralpadeals.com for this month's specials.